Recorded this complete. Okay, I have a straight away question. Like, how many of you already experienced Dynamo uh, before? Come on, just use chat box in case if you can't speak. Use chat box, like saying yes. At least if you tried one or two
Yes.
scripts like copying and or else watching the YouTube videos, anything, just like an experiencing, like completely instead of very new to it. Okay, I just want to understand few things here. That's the reason I'm asking this question before I start the training. Come on, how many of you already experienced this? Okay, let me
Um,
check. Let me
I
check.
asked this.
Hmm.
I have
I,
started like learning Dynamo by YouTube videos, but
Hmm.
there were no like systematic videos were there. So I was getting more confused when I was watching the YouTube videos. Even I
Hmm.
have tried with, some Chat GPT with learning with Chat GPT. That
Hmm.
too, it wasn't like more effective. So then I search the who is like teaching Dynamo good. I have attended your workshop like uh, introduction workshop. So then I like your like way of teaching. So I joined.
Hmm. Okay. Cool. So most of them are saying yes, yes, yes. I use it for joining elements with support of manager. Okay, good. Varun, no. Had already during course. No, not just putting some to the lines. No. Okay. No. No. Mm. Okay. Okay. Now my second question. So you still answering for the first question. Okay. Let me understand. Because based on your inputs in the day one, I have to, schedule the training accordingly, like whether it's going to be completely spoon feed training or else I can go faster in the concepts. Okay. Generally, based on your, even though if there is no come from single person, it won't be like a fast training. Okay. Until unless we finish the concept, I keep on explaining. You can literally, play with me until unless the things that you are cleared on the particular topic. Okay. But here, luckily, the first few answers, like they've already experienced, like Subram, Rohit, Varun, Gautam, and Uped. And Panchal created some scripts using AI. Very good. So, yeah, Jacob. Later, Habish. Mm, later, no. Okay, fine. I used for the Dynamo for Kobe data filling. Oh, great. So I think it's better to start from the scratch. My second question is like, how many of you have created a scripts by cloning a YouTube video? Come on, be genuine. Okay, so cloning isn't a bad thing. Initially, even I was done many actually. Most of them are like cloned. Almost like 1.5 year. I exactly cloned the same thing what I have seen in YouTube. So that isn't a bad thing here. You can proudly say. Okay, so tell me frankly. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Good. Mm-hmm. Just done one to for plotting DWG file. Meanwhile, I'll just open my Revit. You keep giving answers. You can see my screen, right?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let me open my Dynamo. Still, you guys are texting. Yes, I'm also tried. Good, 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 good. So most of. No, 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 no. Okay. I have one more question again. So, do you need a 5 days training? The third question. Do you need a 5 days training or 6 days? I prefer 6 days and 1 day for practice. Or else, if you need like 5 days or 6 days. But seriously, you think twice before you answer. Think Madam, think twice before you answer because I don't want you to skip even a single session out of the six. So even 5 days. So at Saturday and Sunday for off. Okay, so off in the sense, uh, guys, this is sort of like uh, my trainings are something different. Like whether it's a Dynamo or API or Kobe or ARVR could be anything. So I need 100% attendance. I will allow you on Fridays in case because of we have submissions. Okay, so mostly on Fridays I don't like to take uh, any important concepts because that is the submission that I know. In Sundays, I mean, and Saturdays. So in Saturday and Sunday we have a Q&A part. Okay, I do inform you earlier like this Saturday Sunday we have a Q&A sessions. This Saturday Sunday it may not be possible, or else this Saturday Sunday I'm not traveling, so that's fine. But next Saturday Sunday I'm down because I'm traveling from Mumbai to my hometown Vizag by car. Okay, so for that reason I may not be available. So you have to allow me. Either it could be on a weekdays or weekends. I'm in Mumbai for a corporate training to to teach this automation. I mean the Dynamo and Revit API. So I may not be available. Uh, like for 2 days. Okay. So what else? I think my inputs were clear. And guys, do you really promise me that you will not skip any session in this 5 days? Come on. This is like Bahubali promise, huh? Okay. Fully. Because even okay, fine. So maximum try not to skip any sessions because if you miss a single day, you may not lose anything because you can go through the recorded videos. Even the recorded videos are very like simple and very clear. Okay, so you don't bother about uh, since I'm going with the recorded videos, I'm able to catch the topics. Okay, first and second day you will get the videos instantly, but third day or fourth, I mean, then fourth day you will get late because I have to, you know, uh, there is some sort of a internal process, so that's the reason you may get the videos late. But maximum I'll try to get the videos instantly on the same day or next day itself. Okay, but this happens only like for 1 or 2 videos only. Rest it'll be that's fine. Okay, so um from my side I have a small request. I mean due to this travel by car I may not be able to I may not be available for 1 or 2 days. You have to leave me. After that, we don't have any breaks till the end of the training. Okay. So I generally don't prefer because Dynamo is not a it's not a tool, it is a language. So while you're learning any different languages, I don't suggest giving a breaks. I don't take a breaks something. Okay. So it'll be continuous training the weekdays. If you have a time, you have to schedule everything on the weekends only. Okay, just only for 30 days. I mean, if we exactly plan, we can finish this training in 30 days. Otherwise, it may go beyond 40 days. Okay, so don't let it happen. Maximum, we have to finish this training within 30 days. It doesn't mean there are no hurries, there are no heads on me to push this training. I mean, to push this training or to skip the topics. Nothing won't happen like. Okay, so till the end of the training, we are going to finish each and every single concept in detailed in a spoon feeding strategy. Okay, so shall we start the session? With your permission.
One minute,
Hmm.
Rakesh.
Hmm.
Actually, it's for this one. Do you have any document like that? These are the topic we will cover in this course, something like that, or
I'll send you the course outline, but the course outline is again outdated one. And when it comes to my training, I generally
Mhm.
don't follow, uh, any proper uh, process. Okay,
Okay.
so I will
Mhm.
follow a structure, that's it. So, I mean,
Okay.
if there is a topic that can be finished in 15 minutes, but
Mhm.
if it took 30 minutes already, I don't skip out of it. I
Okay.
love to explain the concept until unless you keep on understanding. Is it clear? If you ask me something,
Yeah.
Rajesh, can I get this example? Can I get the same concept with a architecture example? I'll give you. If you ask me the same concept to be explained on MEP, I'll give you. So don't
Okay.
worry about it. So this leads. Okay. So
Okay.
don't hesitate to ask, since this is not a free training. You paid, it isn't a small amount. Okay. You're paying very good. If this was like, of course, I paid lot. I mean, when I was learning. Okay. So spending 2 hours, that isn't small thing, and investing money that will get it back, but not time. So I do recommend, I do suggest you to don't skip any sessions. Okay. And the same time, I'm promising you every single minute that you're spending in my training, which is, uh, you know, which is worthy. I make it worthy for sure when it comes to knowledge on anything. Okay. And since like we are into the outsourcing, so you guys can take a help, placing you on the automation roles, not as a coordinator, modeler, kind of. I'll help you with to step into this automation side. Okay. So until, if you're not serious, if you're not practicing, no, if I see that you are really practicing well, I can forcibly make you resign from the current positions. That will happen many times. Okay. But I see only, I pull only uh, 5 to 10 people in a batch, in every batch. In case if you're not there in a batch, consider you're not the serious learner or serious practice or something. You're not practiced. Okay, fine. And one more request. Like based on your answers, few guys are practiced something through recorded videos. I mean YouTube videos or something. But for you, the initial concept looks like boring because I'm teaching from the basic. So I just want you to be patient until unless we reach to the advanced concepts. Because with the N2, if you're asking some advanced questions, the other people who doesn't know anything about Dynamo, they may scare and panic. Is it clear? So I do leave you a mic, and I mean, in case if you have any questions, please do drop it in the chat box instead of keeping it in you. The reason, if you did not text in the chat box, you may forget asking me. I have this problem. Okay, so if I'm keep on listening something, I may forget to ask. So better drop it or else write it down somewhere on a paper. I mean, if you're unable to type when you're watching the screen, just write it down on a pen and paper, the topic, short words. And then whenever I'm asking, you just ask me. Whenever the mic is yours, ask me. Okay. And one more very important, before we start the training, I just want to see your I just want to know your ideology. Like, what if we finish this Dynamo training? How and what are you going to automate? What are you going to automate? Okay. So there are some sort of an ideas being generated, being asked, raised by previous students. Okay. So, oh, no one filled it. Okay. So, Control Z. Um, 69th batch. Okay. We are 40 members actually. 40 members. 42 or 40 or something. Okay. Close to. So you can enter your name like who's this? Habish. Habish. Okay. And your discipline, architecture or structure or something. And then one serial number and write your question here. Okay. So this is the process. I'm sending you this link. I want you to be fill this by tonight itself. Oh my goodness. Okay, I want you to fill this um, by tonight. Let me send you in the chat box. Okay, done. Just copy the link, the Google Docs link. Okay, cool. What else? Okay, so shall we start? Where is Dynamo located? Where is Dynamo located?
Sorry, Rajesh. For the Revit, you ask us to download, right? They're asking us to sign in with the Autodesk ID, and then I was stuck there.
Okay, I forgot. I'll send you the Revit installation. I have shared with few people, but in case if you guys missed, I'll send you the link where it explains, how to exactly crack it. Okay, so just text
Okay.
me, help for installation. I'm gonna send you that video, whoever needs it. And if you're already using 2025 or 2026, leave that as it is. There is a special reason. Um, I requested you to install the 2024 to implement something on a different application. I'll explain anyways. Don't worry. So in the manage, any installation issues or any technical issues we'll discuss in the end of the training, not in the mid of it. Okay, clear? So there is a visual programming panel. There is a visual programming panel here in the manage tab. Since it is not even saying like programming, it's saying like a visual programming. Okay, we have two things here, Dynamo and Dynamo Player. So Dynamo is for us and Dynamo Player is not for us. The reason you guys are going to gain, the best knowledge in just matter of 30 to 40 days. Okay, the people who doesn't know anything about Dynamo, for them, the Dynamo Player is. If you create any Dynamo scripts, you have to convert the Dynamo script into the Dynamo Player script and share it. You have to share it with your students. Share it with your team members. Is it clear? Is this clear, everyone? So Dynamo Player is not for us. Dynamo is for us. And there is another reason why we have to convert a Dynamo script into the Dynamo Player. We'll discuss in the training part. Okay. I'll just click on Dynamo. It takes 2 to 3 minutes. Let it be. Okay. So only for the first time, when you close the Dynamo and reopen it opens faster because it has already stored some cache in an application folder. Okay. So, by the way, I didn't introduce myself, no? Meanwhile, I'm having total 15 plus years of experience in this BIM industry, and most of you know me already, and some of them been following me from many years. Okay, and finally they decided this guy is not a cheater. Okay, this guy is providing the proper certification and proper training and going through some demonstrations earlier. Okay, so because I had many bad experiences while I was picking some tutors on virtual tutors. Okay, so that's the reason I do even worry still if I'm going to learn something, any new things. I prefer online because I can't travel and learn something. Since I'm already a director of 3 companies, I cannot travel. I just have to sit at my machine after 10:30, after 11 o'clock. Okay, so I do pick some tutors like, and I worry about whether is he capable? Did I pick a right tutor or something? So you don't worry. I have 15 plus years of experience when it comes to the automation, total 8 years, 8 plus years. But I'm a developer. Since 2007, no, 8. So 2008. Okay, I used to develop an applications. I worked as a web designer. I worked as a data entry operator initially when I was pursuing my diploma and BTech. So I used to work as a HTML developer and a PHP developer. So the coding, I have the genes in. Okay, so this is the Dynamo interface, and what are we going to discuss? Well, let's have this stupid conversations in the weekends. Okay, fine. This is a Dynamo welcome screen. I don't want to explain this in the day one and day two. Let's have this. What is this interface and welcome screen? And we have a lot of information on welcome screen and interface. Okay, but I don't want you to feel bored because the day one it should be productive, and day two, the first 2 days, I believe, at least you should learn something. Since you already know how to open Dynamo, just click on new. And till end of the training, there is one concept we have to keep on remembering each and every single damn thing. That's nothing but data types. That's nothing but data types. Okay. So the data types is going to understand the node inputs. Seriously. Okay. So there are two irritative things when it comes to the Dynamo. First thing is understanding the node inputs. Where is the node? We have to find. And how to find? There is a concept called node finding. Node finding. Okay. So I'm explaining the loop actually. So you have to find the node. Once you find the node, then understanding the inputs. Once you find the node, and again, if you finish the exact inputs connected, then this whatever the nodes that you found will be executed properly, and then it will ask you, what do you want me to do further? Again, connecting node finding. Connecting node. So this is a node finding initially. So once you have connected the inputs correctly to it and that is executed well, then you have to find a connecting node for this. This is again a different process. Huh? It's not exactly the same. Node finding is something different and connecting node is something different again. Okay. There are a number of strategies. For every node, there are some inputs. I'll just pick some random nodes onto the screen. See, this is expecting 3 different inputs. I'll pick some random nodes again. So this is expecting again 3 different inputs. This is expecting only one input. So the left hand side part we generally called as an inputs. These inputs have different phases. We have to understand. I mean, if my kid is expecting like, ice cream, if I brought him some hot, some spicy, he won't accept it. So if so kind of some similar example. So if any function is expecting something, you have to connect exactly the same. Otherwise, it won't accept and it won't execute. Is it clear? So the inputs are nothing but like node inputs. So here, Control C, Control V, we call this as a node input 1. Okay, this is node input 1. Control C, Control V, node input 2. And Control V, this is node input 3. Okay, so even when you connected these 3 properly, okay, sometimes you may get warnings. Okay, seriously, because there would be some issue. There could be an issue in this nodes. Okay, and this is not input. This is output. So this is returning an output. Again, to this output, we have to match the nodes accordingly. Again, matching nodes. Matching node. Matching node. Input 1, matching node. Input 2, matching node. Input 3. So the first part, if you join any C programming or Python or something, the first day the tutor starts with the data types only. Even here I'm starting with the data types because this is the only concept every time. I mean, every minute, every second, you keep on thinking inputs. I mean, data types. Okay. So the data types are in 2 ways actually. Guys, do you understand anything so far? Do you understand anything so far? Input part. Huh?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Input part.
Yes.
Okay. So inputs are going to play very serious roles when it comes to the nodes, the reason this node is not created by me, someone created it, and this node, I'm not the owner of this. I'm not the owner of this. Someone. So in that case, I have to thoroughly, even if I created a custom node, after a month I forgot, and I felt like, is this node created by me? So sometimes even because in a overlook or in a flow, we generally don't remember everything. So I have created, the same set of source code. I've written same set of source code n number of times. I don't even remember that the same source code I have worked for almost 1 hour and created it. So this is how it will be with me. Okay. So even when it comes to the developers, it's quite common. Okay. So remembering the inputs are, it isn't not that tough part. It's very simple. We have to understand what is the input and how to understand those. So they are actually called data types. These data types we have in a two forms. One is primitive, one is primitive, and second one is non-primitive. Non-primitive. So we shouldn't call this as a non-primitive. The reason primitive in the sense it's common for all the languages. C, Java, Python, C Sharp, .NET, could be any language. Primitive data types are common. So what are these primitive? Like a number, like a number. Let's keep it aside for now. Non-primitive. Primitive in the sense number and a text. And let me explain you this first. So number, again, we will call it in two ways. The first one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a number. Control C, Control V. And 123.456. Even this is also a number. So what is the difference between these two? Decimal.
Whole
Correct?
number decimal.
Decimal. So I think even though we have more experience, like 7 years, 8 years, 11 years of experience, we may didn't notice uh, there is a uh, it's clearly written somewhere, the text called data types when we creating the parameters. I don't know whether you really noticed it or not. So when I just click on manage and project parameters, if I'm creating a new parameter, there is a text, there is a keyword called data type. Did you notice this?
Yeah.
Do you see
Yeah.
this? Data type.
Yes.
So what is this and why is the data type here? It's very simple. If I'm creating a parameter, let's say be underscore number parameter, be underscore number. So in generally number we have differentiated in two ways. One is integer and second one is double. So be integer in the sense it will accept only, see, there is a data type called integer. It means now you have to be, whenever you started creating any parameter, you'll think about your Dynamo classes again. So integer, and under identity data, leave that discipline common as it is, integer, and check for all for now. And let's say click OK. So I created a parameter, and again I'm creating another parameter to make you understand. Be underscore double bro, double. So double in the sense with the decimal values, D and D. Remember like this, decimal values we call as a double. In general, when we learn C in the first year engineering, so we used to call it as a float with the decimal values, but here we pronounce it as a double. But you cannot find the double data type here. You cannot find a double here. Instead double, you'll see a number. You'll see a number. If this is a number parameter, and what was the previous one we created it? That is also a number.
Integer.
That was also a number, but something else. Let's say ident data. I've created two parameters now. Let me show you. Let me show you. So I'll just pick this duct in the identity data, be integer and be a double. Be integer and be a double. I have two different parameters. So integer is accepting 123.456. Okay, and it is clearly saying, bro, enter an integer. It means the parameter will not accept any decimal values in it. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Are you clear? Now,
Yeah.
so when the double, in the sense, if I enter just 1, 2, 3, just 1, 2, 3, so it is going to add 0.0000. I didn't type it. It is storing the value in it as it's a double, even though you entered just the round of number, like we called as a clear number. Okay, so 123.00000, it is points are adding by default. Okay, so when I'm trying to add 1, 2, 3, that's it will accept. Okay, so this is a data type and this is a data type, and where I have another data type, it's called text. So what is this text? Remember, this is purely like our name. My name is Kumar. My mobile, iPhone. So my company name, BIM Era, and address. Um, so here I have a text. I have a text. I have a text. I have a text. I have a special character. I have a special character. Comma is a special character, and I have a numbers in it. Is it clear? So this one will called as a text. This will called as a text. This will called as a text. So iPhone, what is the model? iPhone 17 something. Okay. So 17. I have a text and number both here in this. So here, let's see how we integrate, how we have to see the parameters, general parameters, which we play on every day. Okay, so how we read those, okay, in terms of primitive data types. For example, what is the data type of this horizontal justification? Okay, fine, I'll just draw something here. So this is the part, bro. This is a separation, and left hand side we called it as a parameters. We know that parameters, and these are values. But when it comes to the coding terminology, we will call this as a variables. Correct? We'll call it as a variables, and these are variable values only. Parameter value, parameter name, parameter value, variable name, variable value. That's it. So parameter names and variable names remain constant. They're always like strings. They're always like a text. You don't see any parameter with a number. You cannot even create. Okay. But on the right hand side, if I select any element, I see the values, they have a different set of data types. Understanding the data type on the right hand side, like the values, is the toughest challenge for the beginners. But I made it super simple. If you can able to understand clearly and memorize those things, trust me, you can write any kind of a scripts very confidently, because data type is the main concept in the entire training. Of course, there are few, but still this is the main concept. Okay. So vertical justification, just give me a minute. Copy చేసి వాళ్ళకి పంపించి. Okay. So, okay, thank you. So, uh, uh, what is this data type? Can you guess what is the data type of this horizontal justification variable? Can you guess what it is? It is a, come on, everyone has to speak. Everyone has to speak. Okay, text. Very good. For vertical justification,
Text.
reference level,
Text.
Text and number.
upper and top elevation,
Number.
Don't say that it is a number. It's a double, bro.
Decimal number.
Decimal number. So we have to pronounce it as double. Okay?
Double. Okay.
Double. So middle elevation.
Double.
But did you
Sorry, it's a number, I think.
notice that there is only three? There is only three. There are no decimal values here. Is this an integer or a double? Come on.
So double one.
Double. Why? Why it is a double?
The format is decimal.
But there are no decimal values, no?
No, but in future it might
But
be.
we can add it.
So here you have to understand. Of course, this doesn't looks like this doesn't have a decimal values, but it can store the decimal values in it. Correct? So this is the logic. It means if a parameter can store a decimal values in it, consider it is a double. Whether it is a 1.0 or 0.0, still that will be called as a double only. Clear? Is this clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yes, yes.
So lower and bottom elevation, double. And what about slope?
Double.
Come on, everyone has to speak here. Slope,
Yeah, that's double.
double. Size, size,
Size is double.
Number.
Yeah.
size.
Number.
It's
Number,
text.
number, text, number. Okay, width. We'll discuss this because in these answers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 answers, 4 answers are wrong. Seriously. Okay. So let me explain you. Let me get the inputs from you. Okay. So width parameter, width variable.
Double.
Storage type is double. This one, double. For this
Double.
length.
Double.
Okay. System classification,
Text.
text. Don't call it as a text, huh? String. Pronounce it as a
String.
string. Okay. string. Okay. So system name,
It's string.
Okay. So equivalent diameter,
Double.
okay. System abbreviation, we cannot say.
We cannot
We cannot say because it's null for now. It's empty. Correct? I'll explain you how to read it. If there is no such value, and how do I exactly say what is exact storage type? I'll show you. Okay, because you have to practice today. I'm going to give you some set of assignments on your discipline elements. Don't play with the multiple elements. Just pick only random one category. For now, I just picked that. If you're from architecture background, select a wall. If you're from structure background, select a column and read the parameters and try to understand the storage types and write it down somewhere on a pen and paper. Okay, so correct yourself. Okay, so area information, area storage type,
Double.
Special
Double.
character also.
We have a special character also here. Remember one thing, if I have a number, I just have a number. Let's say I have a number 13.58 at BE something. So if any special character or any text which is adding with the number or any special character as adding with a string, so it will be automatically converted that into a string. Is it clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear.
Is it clear? See, for example, very, very simple example, bro. Mark parameter. I hope you know what is a mark parameter, correct? So mark parameter will accept 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? Mute, bro. Mute. Who's that? Go ahead. Well, mute yourself. Only you have to unmute when I was asking something. And once you answered, mute it back again. Okay. So this is accepting 1, 2, 3, 4. This is accepting BIM error. Even text also. it is accepting Vim error 1, 2, 3, 4. It is accepting the special characters as well. So what kind of a parameter is this? I'll just go to the manage project parameters, create a new one, and be underscore string, and length. There is a parameter. There is a type called data type called text. Okay, under ident data, check for all the categories. Let's click OK. It's the same stuff. Be a string. If I copy and paste, it's going to accept. Are you clear? Guys, are you clear? So if you have seen any special character
Yes.
somewhere, consider with anything which is if it's a number or any text which is adding with a special characters, or a text which is adding with a number, consider it is going to be like we called as a string. It means strings are alpha numeric. In simple terms, these are numerical. These are in numerical. But when it comes to this text, okay, alpha, comma, alpha numeric, and alpha numerical, and ASCII characters as well. So ASCII characters in the sense special characters, bro. Clear? Special characters. So that can be called as a string. Now think twice before you answer again. So now tell me, what is the size parameter, storage type?
String.
Why?
String.
Because there is a X over there.
Yes.
Correct? Correct?
Yeah.
Good. Now we have a mechanical supplier 40.
String.
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 Area.
String.
So additional flow.
String. String.
String. Correct. So I'm trying to confuse you. I hope you must realize that. Okay. So I will I'll seriously confuse you initially, but again at the same time, I'm going to give you the clear picture how exactly it works. Don't worry. Okay. So velocity pressure,
String.
string, because there is a Pascal per minute. Correct. So we
Yeah.
have some design option.
Text.
String.
String.
Phase created,
String.
phase demolished,
That should be string.
overall size.
String.
Okay. What if you are saying maximum, if you are seeing any special character or text in it, like alphabets in it, you're considering it as a string. Okay. Now let me give you a one glimpse out of it. Generally, if you see square meter, that is actually units. Units will not be considered as the text. Are you clear? Is it clear?
Okay.
So now you have
Yeah.
to eliminate the units out of it. Clear? And liters per second is a unit. Liters per second, M by S velocity, and pascals, and PA by M, PA, and mm. Okay, and these are actually won't consider as a text.
String.
Is it clear? Why? Because they are units. So here square meter, cubic meter. Okay, so this part. Okay, cool. I hope you're clear. And what is the storage type of base constraint then?
That's string.
String, huh?
Yeah, string.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
String. Okay, good. So I hope you had some sort of clarity on primitive data types like number and text. Correct? Correct?
Rajesh, sorry for interrupt. I want to know one thing, like wherever the units is coming, that one we are calling units only, right?
That is actually I mean, that is not a string. If it is not a string, what is the exact data type? I'll explain. Okay.
Okay.
So we are playing with the element now. So to play with an element, initially, I don't want you to play with a bunch of elements. I know you guys are practiced well. I mean, maybe you had some sort of an experience earlier with Dynamo through some different channels. But here, this is in a proper structure. So I don't want you to play with multiple elements in the early stage and get confused or disappointed sort of things. Okay. Let's say for the first 2-3 days, don't play with multiple elements. Just pick only single object. Okay. So I have a node called select model elements because we have to understand the basic rules of everything on a single element. Of course, I can teach you with the multiple elements, at least like 2 or 3, but still I won't because you will confuse with the terminologies like playing with a list. List is a confusing concept. That's the reason I generally don't prefer to play with bunch of elements from the day on the day one. Okay. This is actually a button. When you just click on it, so that becomes grayed out, and you have to switch back to your Revit and you see the stop sign here. And when I just click on any wall, perfect. So I just pick a wall here, and what is this element ID? I just click on manage and IDs of selection. That is 895908. Okay, 895908. It's the same element ID. Clear? No? Is this clear? Just hold on a minute.
Yes.
Yes.
It is 895908. So it means the Dynamo is saying, bro, you have selected a wall and the element ID is 895908. So what do you want me to do with this? Here, in the Dynamo, there are some set of rules. The first rule is like a dot rule, bro. Dot rule. So after this output, you put any, I mean, after this, what is here? Element, no? So I just type element. If something like it shows like parameter, you have to type parameter and put a dot next to it. Here, since it is an element, it's an element. Here, if it shows it's a wall, you have to type a wall. If it shows like a sheet, you just have to type sheet and then put a dot next to it. So whenever you put a dot, you can ask anything to it. If it exists, it will display. In case if not, it will not display over here anything. So dot rule. So what is this dot rule? Let's say I have an element. No, I'll type element. And when I add a dot next to it, it's going to show me some set of an options here. Okay, it's going to show me some set of an options. This is the new Dynamo part. I mean, this is a new Dynamo interface since I've upgraded. That's the reason which the dot rule isn't working. Generally, in your machines, it works. So in case if the dot rule isn't working, then I have to there are 5 different strategies to play with. So element dot name, when I'm right, I just want to get the name of this. Then I have to scroll down and check, and let me use element dot name here. So that's going to give me some set of nodes, element name. So when I connect this element to element, it's going to give the name of this. If I'm asking for ID, element dot ID, if I type ID, see, I got element dot ID. Element dot ID. So that's giving me element dot ID. What if I'm asking for element dot parameters? It's going to list out the element parameters here. Element dot parameters. Okay. If I'm asking for element, can I get a location of this element? So I will get element location plus bow. It's giving me n number of output. In case if this is not the one, element dot family instance dot location, or else let me try with this element dot location curve, because you may get confused with more output. We have alternative nodes to find out. So element dot location. So after dot, whatever you ask, you will find something next to it, but that function should be there. Okay, so we have to apply the dot rule here. Since the reason why did I explain this, I want you to understand the data types very clearly. To confuse you first, I want you to confuse. Since I have an element and I want to see the parameters of it. Now, what is on this side? On the right side? Huh? What is on the right side? Parameter. Now, what should I write here? Parameter. Correct? Parameter and a dot. Now I'm asking, I have a parameter. Can you please get me the storage type of it? Can you get me the storage type of it? Parameter. So both are matching, right? These two are matching. So you have to match these two, element to element, parameter to parameter. So while you're playing with Boolean to Boolean, scale to scale, numbers to numbers, like condition to condition, result to result, false to false. So if it is expecting file name, you have to connect the file name. So otherwise the node won't execute. Okay. Since when I expecting the parameter, I just connected. Okay. Now these are the parameter storage types. So I have total 40 parameters. I have the total 40 parameters. When I select a wall, I think this one. Okay, I have total 40 parameters, and then it's giving me area information 15.388 square meter. But here it shows like a 15 square meter. Here it shows like a 15 square meter. What if I want to get the exact value? Then I can ask, I have a parameter. Can you get me the value out of it? Parameter dot value. I have a node. When I connect the parameter to parameter, so this is the actual number. What if, Rajesh, I just need only the parameter name? Then I have to ask parameter dot name. Parameter dot name. It will be somewhere here. Hold on. Let me write it again. Parameter dot name. Parameter dot name. Yes. See, when I search for parameter dot value, I got it. When I'm searching for element dot parameters, I got it. But I applied the same dot rule, but I didn't get that parameter name even though it is existed. So this is the problem with the node finding. So I have applied the second strategy here and I found the node. So this is how it is. Okay. So parameter value, when I connect the parameter to parameter, so these are the parameter names and these are the values and these are the storage types. Guys, is this concept clear? The dot rule is clear to everyone?
Yes.
Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes,
Element
yes,
dot parameters,
yes.
since it is
Yes,
returning a
sir.
parameter, and if you observe clearly, all the three inputs are expecting parameter as an input. So that is the reason. What if I connect this element to parameter? It will return a warning. Arey bro, I'm expecting a parameter, but you connected a wall. Got it? So parameter dot name is expecting an input type, Revit dot elements dot parameter, but was connected with wall. Okay. So I'll explain this warning later. For now, let's see parameter dot name, parameter dot value. If I have something sheet here, so I'll type sheet dot next to it. So I'll come to know what are the things that I can play with the sheets. What are the things that I can play with the views? Clear? Yeah, Varun, come on. If you have a question.
Rajesh, in short, I want to know dot is nothing but a parameter search bar, right?
No, actually dot in the sense I'm asking to enter into you. Is it clear? I have an element.
In-
So whenever
Okay,
I
into
put
the
a dot
element. Okay.
into that element, so whenever I put a dot next to the parameter, so it means I want to enter into this parameter and read the properties. Is it clear?
Okay.
So I'm
Okay,
entering
yeah, got
into the parameter and getting the values. I'm entering into the parameter and getting the storage type of it. So dot is nothing but a enter. Okay. So
So these
people
are the
use
default parameters what Revit has, right?
uh,
Those we
instance
are getting it now.
instance
Yeah.
parameters, not type parameters. Okay. I'll explain later.
Yeah,
So this is the exact process. Now you have to cross check with your answers. So let's see how many of you right and how many of you correct and how many of you wrong. I'll just show you. You guys answered. What is the parameter storage type of this location line? What is the storage type of this? How it is exactly looks like? Come on,
String.
string, right?
String,
So
but
let
but
me.
it was showing bubble.
I'll come to
No,
this.
sorry.
So location line 23rd parameter. So 23rd parameter, it is 0. The value is 0, and the storage type is integer. How come? Is this a number?
Value is 0, right?
Is this a number?
No, it's text.
No.
But
Then why it is showing
string.
it is a number?
No, it's correcting value, right? So that's why maybe it's just
What connecting a value? Generally,
the value was
location line
showing.
is a text, correct? Wall
Yeah.
center line, core center line, finish first exterior, that exactly looks like a text. So it is a string. But when I read what is the exact storage type of the location line,
Storage type, maybe it will come in the string.
how come? How come it
The
is?
location line is nothing but having a values means what we gave generally for walls offsets. So that is the connecting link for that.
We have one another storage type. It is called integer controlled. Okay. We have another one which is called not only like a number and text. See, this is actually looks like a string, but when I read the exact data type of it, it shows like an integer. Shows like an integer. Okay, until unless I show you some example, you won't realize this. Okay, let's say I have a model element, bro. Let's keep this aside for the time being. Okay, so I have a model element, and I'm going to explain you two different nodes which we're going to play the first 2 days. Get parameter value by name, and there is another one, set parameter by name. So this is to extract the information, and this is to set the value. Get and set. Get in the sense we are extracting. Set in the sense we are setting the value to it. You clear with these two nodes? You clear with the two nodes? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So now I have an element. Since it is expecting an element, I connected an element. Now it is a parameter name. That's a parameter name. So let me try with just give a moment. Just give a moment. I'm so sorry. Okay, so element will get parameter value by name. So this expecting parameter name, generally we have to enter a parameter name as a strings. The reason when I hover the cursor on this, it is expecting repeat.elements.element. So forget about the dots. Generally, when I hover the cursor on anything, some inputs, it will try to scare us with this additional text like Revit dot elements dot element. Do you see that? Do you see this?
Yes.
So
Yes.
we can ignore. You just find out where is the last dot. Okay, this is the last dot. Break it aside, and you can remove this complete the part. We no need to bother about this. So what it is expecting actually? What it is expecting? Element. So we have to connect an element. Okay, very good. And now when I hover the cursor on this, again, let me take a screenshot and Control V. So this is the description, the name of the parameter whose value you want to obtain. Okay. And what it is expecting actually?
A string.
String.
A
So
string.
here, in case when I hover the cursor on it, if it is showing like integer or a double, we'll place a number node. Okay. We'll place a number node. In case when I hover the cursor on this, if it is showing like a string, we have to place the string node. And parameter name always in a string node. If any node is expecting like a please enter parameter name, without any second thought, you can directly place a string node and start typing the parameter name. So what is the parameter? Let's say I'll play with unconnected height. Unconnected height. So when I connect this to this, it's supposed to retrieve the value called value 4.0, but it is not printing anything. Why?
The
It's
parameter
a
name
string.
is
You're not
available.
following the same kind of words and space.
Yes. And
Unconnected
uppercase.
height and H uppercase. H uppercase. Okay, now it is working. So it's case sensitive in that case, correct? So you have to exactly maintain the exact parameter name. Otherwise, what it says, like, it will not print. Sometimes it will say that, there are no such parameters. I couldn't find that parameter. Seriously. For example, when I'm checking for angle from vertical, wall, they're supposed to say some warning, but I don't know why it isn't saying angle from vertical. Okay, fine. Anyways, we'll see this later. Generally, it'll say I didn't find. What about the unconnected height is okay? And what else? Length parameter. So when I'm asking for length parameter, it's giving me the length parameter value. Okay. So let me try area. Area 15.38. Very good. It's working. And volume information 7.05. And what about what else we have? Let's see. So I hope you're clear with the integer values that I mean the double values I've asked for. That exactly worked. Let me check with the location line. No, let me show you something. Structural uses. Structural uses this parameter. Oh, structural uses, it is saying like non-bearing. It looks like a non-bearing. But when I'm trying to retrieve the value, which is showing like a 0. So what is this exactly? Okay, let me try with one more. Location line again. So location line. Again, it is showing me 0. What about base constraint? Base constraint. It is showing me here it is just like a level 1. But when I'm trying to retrieve the data, it is showing me the level name information, the elevation information, many things. Correct? Correct? So instead of printing only just level 1, it is giving me the elevation information, which I don't require. Okay. So let me ask for top constraint. Top constraint. It's saying unconnected clearly. Okay. What is the storage type of the cross section? Come on. Cross section. What is the storage type of it? String. But it is printing it as a number. Why they are like that? why it is exactly the text, the parameter looks like a text, but why it is showing like a numbers? Okay, it's very simple rule. We have wall centerline, core centerline, finish face exterior, finish face interior, and core face exterior and core face interior. Let me make it small. Um, Delete, Control V. So when you notice this is actually following a index system. So 0 is going to be this, and 1 is going to be this, 2 is going to be this, 3, 4. Still, I have few more, like a 5, like that. Guys, are you clear? Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that is the reason which is taking it, which is taking like a numbering system. Generally, we will not call this as a string parameter type. This is not a string storage type parameter, and this is also not a string storage type parameter. Rajesh, without opening Dynamo, can't I, identify which is a string type, which is an integer type? You can. How? Let me show you. When I hover the cursor on this, first let's play with this, then I'll reveal that thing. I have a set parameter by name now. I have a set parameter by name now. I'll play with this element for the time being. I have a width. So width width parameter. So it's printing like a 450. Okay, that's cool. Now I want to change this 450 to 500, bro. Since it is expecting element, I connected the same element to this. I can take n number of connections from an output, but I cannot connect multiple. For example, when I'm trying to connect this to this, the previous one will be disconnected. If I connect this, the previous one will be disconnected. So inputs will accept only one connection at a time, but output I have taken 1, 2, 3 to n number. Okay, so element and parameter name. What's a parameter name? Let's say I'll use the same width parameter for the timing parameter name, and I want to change the value from 250 to 500. So what is the storage type of this width parameter? Come on, double,
Double.
correct?
Double.
So I'll say this 500.150. So it is accepting. When I connect this, see, that is changing the width. So 500 dot, instead of 0.150, it is round off the value to 0.2. Is it clear? So what if I simply enter 500? Now it is 500. So how to change the height of this? Whenever I change the height parameter, it's changing. See, is it clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Is this clear? So I'm directly changing the value. Since the storage type is also exactly matching with my input. That is the reason it is accepting. Okay, fine. Can I change? I want to increase this length of the duct. So if I play with a length parameter, and what is the length parameter? 14.8. Can I make it 15? Can I? Let's make it 20 something. Can I increase? What if when I connect this to this? It's showing me something. It is not, see, length parameter 14.8, but when I connect, it is saying that parameter is read only. What do you mean by read only, bro? We have two type of parameter types: read only, write only. Write only in the sense that you can play with, like width and height. And length parameter, even you can't enter a value manually here. Can you? No. Correct? So 14.8 is not a general thing. Let's say when I'm trying to set 15, it says the same thing. The parameter is read only. Oh, it means I cannot play with a length parameter here. Okay, fine, cool. So what if, let's play with the system type. I'll play with a system type. So what is the storage type of this? I have a supplier, returner, and exhauster. What is the storage type of this? Come on, how it exactly looks like? String. So I can't use this number node, correct? I can't use this. So I have to take a string node and then I enter supplier. No, it is returner. I want to change this to the returner and connect this returner to this. Oh, again, I have another warning. What is it? The parameter storage type is not a string. Bro, you're trying to play with an element.set parameter by name. Operation failed. But why? The parameter storage type is not a string. So that looks like a string, but you're not able to play when I connected a string to this. Are you clear?
Yep.
Are you clear?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So what kind of a data type is this then?
Number.
Number, huh? Okay. You wish. I'll just, how many values I have here?
Three.
Sorry, 0, 1, 2.
Very good.
Zero,
So
one.
we have
Zero,
to,
one, two.
I mean, when I'm asking how many inputs, there are 3. But the index number should start with a 0, 0, 1, 2. Clear?
2.
So we have 3 now. So exhaust air. Okay. Supply air. I can able to change this. So let's make it 0 and connect. Oh, what happened? The parameter storage type is not even a number also. I'm not able to control this parameter with a number. Seriously, let me change this to 1. Nothing. Let me change this to 2. Nothing happened. The same thing. So this looks like a string, but when I use a string, it didn't work. Then I thought like it is a number. Then I entered exactly as per the Rajesh instruction 012. Still, it is saying there is a problem that I'm not a number. If you're not even a string, not even a number, like what you are, then
Earlier you mentioned
come back to this.
Yeah.
That's what I played with an integer controlled. So this is an integer controlled. I'm playing with an integer controlled. So it looks like an integer control parameter, but it is not. What if I'll just go to this? I'll just go to this system type parameter. Where is the system type? LMNOPQRS system type. So it's a supplier. 61 index value is 61. So 61 is system type. Very good. Parameter name. What is the parameter value? Oh, it is element type. And 61. That is not even a string, not even a number. It is an element ID. Did you see that? You see that?
Okay.
It's an element ID.
Yeah.
So how to play with an element IDs? We're going to see that in tomorrow's session, not in today's part. Okay. So Rajesh, how do exactly? I mean, you can able to control only based on this. If the particular parameter storage type which is showing like integer, you can control with the parameter. You can control this. You can control this. No, not for today. From tomorrow you can control. No, yes, no, yes, 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 no, no, yes, yes, yes. So you can play with the strings and double and integers confidently. We have to understand what it is exactly. So what is the additional flow storage type? What is the additional flow storage type?
Double.
Unix.
Additional flow storage type. Come on.
Double.
It's a double. So I'll
Double,
enter like
yes.
200, let's say 250.250 something. And when I connect this to this, see, there is a value added here. So it's changed the additional flow from 0 to 250.25 LS. So what is this hydraulic diameter? Yeah, please.
This 250, right? It
Double.
comes also with the Unix, correct?
Yeah, it's
But
coming
still,
units, not double.
No, units are default, bro. Even though if I enter like 0 directly and hit enter, the units added automatically. Correct. Is it clear?
Correct. But
So
previously, when we have been trying to say for the area length, right, we all say double or integer or something. Then you say like, then what is mean by like meter square or LNC? Then you said that comes under
that is a
units.
double. That's a double. That's a double.
Uh,
So area is a double. Square meter, I mean the units we have to ignore. Units we have to ignore.
okay.
29.6 is a double. So 0.00
Okay.
liters per second. Okay, now what if, okay, let's see when I select this. The hydraulic diameter 0, enter. Okay, this is connected here.
Yeah.
This is connected here. So what is it saying like hydraulic diameter, like it's showing like a 500. Can I change this?
No.
No, God.
It's
Read only.
Are you
a
sure?
read only parameter.
It's a read only parameter, huh? So what if I
Yes.
change this value to 1000? Is that going to change anything here? Hydraulic diameter or something?
No.
No.
What about equivalent diameter? So there are some set of parameters can be controlled along with the values here. Along with the values here. Okay, I'll show you some. But what if I change this to 500 to 750 and hit enter and see the equivalent diameter is changed to 600? Did you notice that? If I mean hydraulic diameter,
It's maybe formulated.
if I'm trying to set to 750, my manager, my coordinator asked me to set it to 750, but I'm not able to set that. It's saying the parameter is read only. So there are some set of parameters. They say it's I'm a read only, but you can still play with it. How? You have to find out where it is exactly, with which parameter it is exactly linked to. Is it clear? So we'll discuss this on the tomorrow or day after tomorrow's concept. Okay. But now I want you to understand only, I don't want you to overfeed on the day 1, day 2. Our main training starts from the next week. Okay, like complicated stuff. So till then, I don't want you to scare with the advanced things. I want you to practice, just only for today. Try to play with get parameter value by name. Try to play with the get parameter value by name and try to play with only the parameter, the storage types. Those shows like double and integer. I'm going to share the script with you. I'll put it in a disk first. Please download your scripts on the same day itself. Okay, because the disk first access is going to be like a limited. Okay, so unfortunate, I mean, in case if it lost in between, again, tell me that I'm going to reinitiate it because it's a 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. I have to, provide the permissions. So download it on the same day if I have uploaded something to it. Okay, so hydraulic diameter. What else? What about mark parameter? Come on. What about mark parameter? Mark parameter is a parameter name. Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure? What if I'm
Yes.
trying to enter a value because mark parameter can accept a numbers in it?
It's
Numbers.
a
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me try. So when I connect this to this, it's saying that parameter storage step is not a number. But when I enter it manually, it is accepting. But it is accepting and it is reading as a string. Okay. So I cannot connect a number directly. I can connect the same number in a string and connect it to it. Then let's say it's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, it's changed. Got it, guys? Is this clear? Okay. What if I want to play with a BE underscore integer, B underscore integer, so that it's not set the value. Why? The parameter storage type is not a string. Why? I have connected a number only, no? And it is an integer.
It's a number.
Then
That is number.
Parameter is
number.
string.
in case
Yeah,
if I
that's it.
add a number in a string node, that will not be called as an integer. Clear, bro? If I add,
Consider as things.
it will be considered as a string. So if I add a double in a string node, that will not call it as a double. We have to call it as a string because it has changed the particular value as a string already. Okay. So when I connect a number, no. With which parameter I'm playing? Yeah, integer. So when I connect this to this, so it's set to 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Set 7890. See, simple. Now what if I'm trying to play with a double, same 7890. What if I'm trying to play with a B string? I'll get a warning there. See, the B string parameter storage type is not a number. Guys, are you clear? Are you clear? Why? Because B string is a string storage type. It's a text storage type. Okay. When you're trying to set something, you have to connect as a string only. Then it accepts. Are you clear? Are you clear? Without, now let me explain how do I exactly play with, how do I, Rajesh, I don't want to check the storage type of, any parameter using Dynamo. How do I check it? When I hover the cursor on the parameter name, that's going to show me, for example, width. What is it saying? Width is a parameter and it is a built-in parameter and it is actually a size. Actually, it's a size. What if when I hover the cursor on the mark, it's a mark parameter and that is built-in parameter. And this, what is the storage type of it? Text. So it's clearly saying it's a text. Additional flow. What is it saying? Airflow. Generally airflow in number. Airflow is generally in the number, no? Correct? Number.
Yeah.
So flow is in a number and reference level. Oh, it is saying like drop down list. So whenever any parameter which is showing like a drop down list, you have to stop and think at their part. The reason, if any parameter which is showing like a drop down list, there are two ways, not even third one. There are two ways. The first one is like integer controlled. The first one is like integer controlled parameter. And the second one is like an element ID, bro. Element ID. There is no third option here. If any parameter shows like drop down list, consider it as an ICP and element ID. You may struggle to find out, whether it is an ICP or an element ID. That's it. So you first try with by connecting an number to it and check whether it is changing or not. Let me show you. Horizontal justification. Horizontal justification. Horizontal justification. Horizontal justification. When you hover the cursor on this, it's showing like a drop down list. Now I have two options in hand. Okay. Either one is integer controlled parameter. So this looks like a text, but it is not a string parameter. Okay. So how many options I have? Left, center, right. Oh, I have only three. So let me set 0 and connect this to this. It's center. If I change the value to 1, it's left. And when I change the value to 2, it's right. Changing? Is this clear?
Yeah.
Okay. The same way, let me try with the vertical justification. Again, it is saying it's a drop-down list. So vertical justification. Top. Let me change the value to 1. Bottom. Let me change the value to 0. Middle. So changed. So that looks like a text, but can be controlled by a number. By an integer. Now, reference level, when I hover the cursor on this, again, it is a drop-down list. Correct? Again, it's a drop-down list. So level 1, level 2, level 3, and roof level, I have 4 options. So let me say reference level. And when I set the 0 to this, oh, this returns warning. The parameter storage type is not a number. Now, what it could be? Come on. It'll be an element ID.
Element ID.
It's an element ID. How do I find out this element IDs? How do I exactly connect? We cannot connect the numbers. And at the same time, I can't even write level 2 and connect this to this. Then again, it will say parameter storage type is not a string. So it's not a string, it's not a number. Okay, so that is an element ID. So how to play with this element IDs, we'll see tomorrow. So upper end, top elevation, it's a boolean, I mean, sorry, it's a double. We can play with size parameter. Let me play with the I want you to play with, you know, 750 to 750. Let me change this 850 into 900. Now, guess, will it work or not? Size parameter, it as of now it is 750 to 500 and 850 to 900. Will it work or not?
No.
Not.
No.
It's showing the parameter is a read only.
Even.
Clear, no? So when I hover the cursor on this, again system type, it is saying drop down list. We already played with the system type, and we connected a supplier and returner. It didn't accept. Correct. So it is an element ID. Why don't I try with system type? You first give it try with the number. Connect this the parameter. So it is not an ICP. It's not an integer controller parameter. It's an element ID parameter. And what is a size lock? What is a size lock? New stuff. What is a size lock? This is called Boolean, bro. So Boolean is a primitive data type again. Okay. So Boolean is a primitive data type again. This is called integer controlled parameter. Integer controlled parameter. Okay, leave that as it is. It's an integer control parameter. Looks like a string, but shows like plays play with an integer. And what is the third one, which is like a Boolean? I'm sorry. This is like a Boolean. So Booleans are nothing but like yes or no, like yes or no, on and off, true and false, check or uncheck, like this. Okay, these are called actually Booleans. Now, tell me what is the storage type of this? Boolean. Size lock is a Boolean, correct? What if I'm trying to play with size lock? So we have a dedicated node for Boolean. Okay, so true in the sense on, false in the sense off. Like this is a positive statement and this is a negative statement. When I connect this, see this turning on and turning off, on, off, on and off. Do you see that? So just turn it on. Are you clear?
Yes.
Guys, are you clear? So
Yes,
on
yes,
and off.
yes.
So these are there are some Boolean parameters, again looks like a read only. So looks like a read only. You cannot control it until as you have to find out the linked parameter with it. Okay, I'll explain these concepts in the later session and then next third day session or fourth day session. Don't worry. What else I have here? Nothing. So I'll play with any lighting fixtures. Mm, What is this parameter storage type?
Boolean.
Calculate coefficient of utilization, Boolean. Coefficient of utilization, this one, double. Schedule level,
Eliminated.
Drop down.
Integer
drop
control.
down
Like
list. For now, ICP could be a
ICP.
ICP. or something, or element ID.
Element ID.
Until unless we finish the element ID topic, we can't come to a conclusion whether it is an element ID or integer controlled parameter. Clear? So now
Yeah.
I hope you clear with today's concept, everyone.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
So now
Yes,
what you
yes,
have to
yes.
do is compare these things. Okay, I mean, I want you to play with set parameter by name with all the, I don't want you to play with 30 minutes, 1 hour or something. Hardly maximum 10 minutes it takes. Just keep on, put all this aside, number, string and boolean for the values. Set this 3 aside, okay, to assign the values. Okay, so connect accordingly. Whatever you are going to play with, connect it accordingly. Okay. Now keep on changing the parameter. Clear? Select one element, keep on changing the parameter and decide what is the exact one and connect and check whether it is exactly working or returning any a warning. Is it clear? Note down everything and come tomorrow with your questions. Since today we don't have any Q&A session, like the first day you may not have a questions. Tomorrow 8:30 to 8:45 is a Q&A part. Okay. In case if you have more doubts, or else if you want me to join earlier, like at 8:15, I'm always ready to join at 8:15. Okay, clear? If any one person texted me that I need a session, I want you to clear the doubts at 8:15, text me, I'll join. Clear? Clear?
Okay.
Is this clear,
Yeah.
everyone?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now
yeah, okay.
let me check your no questions in the chat box. Okay. So do you have
Sir,
any
I have a
questions?
doubt. Yeah.
Come on, good.
Sir, you mentioned earlier that if you have a node, in that node on the left hand side, we have input node, right?
Mm.
And on the right hand side, we have output nodes.
Mm.
But in this example that you were showing, we are extracting the values from input node. So how is this working?
Hold on. I didn't listen. Just give me a minute. Day one, data types, primitive. Come on. Can you please repeat it again?
Yes. Please zoom in.
Mm.
Yes. We have this node element dot set parameter by name.
Mm.
As you mentioned, on the left hand side, these are input nodes.
Mm.
Element, parameter name, and
Parameter
value.
and value, correct.
And these are input nodes, right?
Mm.
And the element at the right hand side is output node.
Mm.
But in this script, you are extracting the values from input node. So how is this working if it is input node?
It's very simple, bro. It is asking you, I mean, if you connect me an element, it's very simple. Let me explain. It is clearly saying that if I have an element, I have let's say if you have an element, if you have an element, I will get the parameter value by its parameter name. I hope you clear with this, correct? So what it is actually saying, inputs are clearly asking what they need exactly. I need an element, I need a parameter name, then I'll get the parameter value. You clear with this?
Yes.
Okay, so forget about what it is actually returning. You first focus on the input part. Now, again, what it is saying, if you have an element, I will set the parameter value by its parameter name. Clear now? So this is the actual logic behind it. But I mean, if they can't exactly name some, I mean, or node like this lengthy, correct? It looks like very weird. So that's a reason. Like element, if you connect me an element and tell me what is a parameter name and tell me what do you want me to set. So And in that case, why there is an element? So this element, for example, if it is actually saying it's a function. So when this function is going to be returned, if any inputs out of 3 inputs, I have connected 2 inputs and I forgot one input, to be connected, then it is saying that, Are Baba, I'm still expecting to execute this, to function this, to execute this function. Okay. So that is what it is trying to say. Whenever I connected this, if it shows an element, it means there is a transaction placed. So what is a transaction? I'll explain in coming topics. Clear? So this expecting element, we have to understand, oh, it is expecting an element, it is expecting parameter name, and it is expecting the value. So here for today, for sure, definitely you'll get confused this value part, what to be exactly connected. Very simple. Check the parameter storage type. If it is double, number. If this storage type is a string, connect the string to the value. If if the parameter is expecting like a boolean, then connect this boolean. If the parameter is drop down list, check you have 2 options, either integer control or element ID. Since we did not cover the element ID, so you have to try with an integer, and then leave if it still not working. Okay. Now, if you really want to check what is the exact storage type of it, then connect the element. I'm going to share the script with you. So connect the same element and leave this as it is. Just click on a select and pick any element. Clear, guys? Clear? So that will show you, okay, if it shows an element ID, ignore that. Let's try to, I want you to play with every parameter confidently except element IDs, storage types. Clear? So will you take this challenge? Come on. Will you? sui.co /data types. Hit enter. So this is your PDF. So I want you to take a printout of this PDF. Printout of this PDF. Enter what is the exact parameter. I mean, what is the exact category that you're playing with? Okay, if you're playing with a curtain wall, if you're playing with a wall, or if you're playing with a duct or something, then enter the variable name. I mean, I just want you to be written with a handwritten notes. Okay, I'm going to send you this PDF with a empty columns. Okay, I'll send you that. Okay, why this is, who filled this? Okay, anyways, so variable name and what it exactly looks like. I mean, how the parameter is looking like, and what is the actual storage type. So this is your answer, and this is the answer that you have gone through from the Dynamo. Is it clear? After you must see what is exact storage type, whether it is working or not, and your answer is right or wrong. For example, if I see the schedule level, which looks like a string, so my answer, I felt like it is a string. But if I go and check if it looks like a string, I'll write here that is string here. But after I play with, I check here, I mean, what is the schedule level? Oh, that shows element ID. I'll write element ID and my answer is wrong. Guys, is this clear, everyone? Is this clear?
Yes.
Is this clear? So don't
Yes.
play with any, since Rajesh used only duct, I'll also try to play with the duct, not like. So play with your discipline elements, not with all the elements, maybe one element, a category. Okay. Generally, if you are from electrical background, maybe you play with the lighting fixture or you play with the lighting device or electrical equipment, could be enough. 3 elements. At least if it's not possible, try to play with single element to understand, to get the grip on this, the 3 parts. Is it clear? Is this clear? Everyone, is this clear? Shall I expect?
Yes.
So I need this PDF. The tasks you have to, upload in a common place. I'm going to share it with you. So you guys have to create a GitHub account and post everything over there, or else I'll ask you to share in a different way. You just have to upload over there. Okay. So anything else? So I hope I'm very clear. Okay, we will see tomorrow with the non-primitive data types. This is actually what we need, bro. This is actually what we need. Non-primitive types. These are Buddha stuff. Like the sixth class kids also can understand the number and integer, numerical, decimal, the text, strings, and integer controlled parameter. But the challenge is when we are playing with the non-primitive data types, how can I control the schedule level parameter? How can I control the phase? How can I control, like calculate coefficient of no something else, some different parameters, element ID parameters. Is it clear? Is it clear, bro? How can I control the system type? How can I control horizontal justification? That we'll see in the tomorrow's training. Clear?
Yeah.
Is it clear, everyone? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So once we finish this data types concept, because this weekend I wanted to play with completely with the data types only. With the data types. Okay. So meanwhile, I'm going to give you some set of scripts which are very easier. There are n number of assignments are waiting for you. Okay, they're very Buddha stuff. Don't expect that Rajesh will give a very complicated assignments. No, they're very simple. You can finish it off. Clear? Clear? So see you tomorrow. I'll send you the new meeting link.
Rajesh,
Yes.
Rajesh, I have one query.
Hmm.
In the about the storage value, what base the storage value was getting that values? Can you scroll up? There is a four boxes, right? Four lot points.
Here?
Yeah, there is a storage type is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Initially, while we were discussing the storage value, which base this was taken, actually it was not matching, right, with the names and parameter values, right? My question is, so it was not matching, like how it was generating then.
Mm.
So, for example, uh,
Mm.
there is a string, but it was here not showing the string. It was showing the something element ID. If there is a
You will
value,
get a
yeah.
you will get a confusion only when if it is an element ID. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
rest everything will be clear. And I mean, if it is a drop-down list, you'll get confused with the element ID or an integer controlled. Rest everything are fine. For now, let's
Okay.
say B double, we created a parameter, correct?
Yeah, parameter.
So at the
Yeah.
time of we create the I I used a number over there. So that is a double. I created a BE integer parameter. I
Mm-hmm.
created a BE
It was
integer
coming from
parameter
integers.
with an integer and it's saying like a 1, 2, 3, the value.
So what about the
So
comment?
B is string and there is a string and it is accepting
Okay.
everything. And the comments,
Okay.
there is nothing in it. That is the reason,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a string parameter. It can store anything. But why it is showing null? Because it doesn't have anything in it. So where is that ducta? The one which I selected, I think. This one. So when I see something comments, I'll say, what's your good name, please?
Sant.
Sorry? Sandeep.
Prashant.
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 Let me write Prashant. Okay. If I go and check there, I see the comments value, it's a Prashant. Correct? Do you see that? 7 Prashant, and it is
Yeah, it was
a
string.
string. Okay. So
Okay.
why design option is -1? Why -1? And it is an element ID. So why -1? We'll see later. Okay. So
Okay.
generally element ID is supposed to show you like this 142427. But even though that is an element ID, it is showing like a -1. Why? We'll see tomorrow. Okay. So main model, ninth index, you that's what you have to do the R&D, bro. Okay.
Okay.
So why it is like that? You come, note down, take a screenshot, and you have a doubts page to be asked.
Okay.
Sweet.co/doubts. I'm going to send you all those the links in some time today. Okay. So you have to enter your doubts in this. So before I start tomorrow's training, first I'll clear these doubts and then I'll start the training. Clear,
Yeah, sure.
everyone?
That should be works. Yeah.
Why it is playing like this? Maybe something wrong. Okay, I think it's still loading. Anyways, 295. So I want you to hit enter and follow the strategy what others followed, like your name, and the date you asked the question, and what is the batch number, and write your question here. Is it clear?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Clear?
You can please send me the sample, like we'll get an idea. Based on that, we can update.
I'll
We'll
do that.
raise the queries.
I'll do that.
Yeah, sure.
One of our student edited this header, I believe. Remove header. Okay, someone copied in the header, bro. Okay, cool. Now it's clear. Okay, so I'm gonna send you this link, and this is an editable mode, but don't try to paste it in the header or somewhere. Just outside, okay, of this header. Clear? So write down your question, your name, like name, Prashant. What is the next one? Date and date is not required. Prashant and doubt. Let's say doubt #01 or something, and ask your question directly. Clear?
Yeah, sure.
So date is required actually for me in case if I miss something. I have to go and check whether is it answered or not. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. Huh? Any
Yes.
any doubts?
Yeah, could you clarify that about Google Docs? Like you told right initially in the meeting when it was meeting will starts, that time need to fill everyone by end of the day. What
This
exactly
one.
we need to?
This is this one, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Could
So
you clarify once again?
what are you trying to achieve? I mean, after you finish, I mean, if you had a chance to create a Dynamo scripts, which is the first script that you generally, what are the scripts that you generally create? Let's say I want to convert a cat to 3D. Okay, placing elements, I mean lighting fixtures or diffusers on points. You clear? Like this, everything.
So you mean what all exercise we are doing? Same, that one we need to mention, right?
Not exercises, like what are the things that you want to achieve? For example, it's very simple, bro. It's very simple. What are you exactly doing since 7 years or 6 years or 4 years? And what are the repetitive tasks over there? And what are the process that you feel that this could be automated because it kills a lot of time for you? Are you clear? Are you clear?
Got it.
So write it down everything here. Write down everything here. Okay. So don't disturb the rest of the other things, but you just keep on following. I mean, I want this to be filled by everyone. Okay. In case if you don't have any some set of an ideas, get some ideas from the top. Okay. Is it clear? There are almost like 800. The ideas are already on the top of it. So just have a look into it and then fill it here. Then I'll explain you whether it is doable or not. If it is doable, like how extent that, so up to what extent that you have to learn everything. Is it clear, bro? Is it clear? So first you get a confidence that these things can be automated. You enjoy the learning. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So see you tomorrow. I'll send you the meeting link, the new meeting link on tomorrow. Okay. Maybe 6 o'clock or by 6 or 7, I'll send you the new meeting link. Okay. Clear?
Ajay, the maybe installation process video and
I'll send you.
will put in.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link separately.
Also, the video for this lessons, right? Will be uploaded tomorrow. The record session.
It will be uploaded and we'll send you in sometime by today itself. Okay.
Yeah,
so the day 1 and day 2 will be, you will get it, but don't try to download it. In case if you're trying to download, your access may be blocked. Okay. So don't try to download it.
Okay. Which platform you plan? You want to set, like you are sending through WhatsApp, or like how you are sending? Based on which platform you are using?
I'm YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay. Yeah.
So okay, you're
YouTube
sending
playlist.
link directly. You're sending link.
Playlist link.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Clear?
got it.
Yes.
Hmm.
Rajesh, if I want to download it, what will be the procedure?
No, you cannot download. You just only watch. You can
Okay, I
only
mean,
watch. Whenever you
in future.
download, we'll get a notice. We'll get a notification that so and so from so and so email ID that was downloaded, and you we can track. Very simple. Okay. So through your IP or something, we can track it and we can stop your access. We don't even allow you into the next trainings. Immediately, I'll change the meeting link.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So don't try to
Okay.
do such things. Okay. So
And one
this.
more thing,
Hmm.
which is that link you're gonna provide it for installation?
I'm sending you. I'm sending you in some time today.
I mean, what is that?
That is installation process. If you guys all, I mean, if you don't have Revit installed in your machine, then you need this. Okay. If you already install like 2025 or 2026, you ignore. Clear?
I'm having from
I'm
22 to
using
26.
2021.
So
Enough.
don't
You
need that.
use, I mean, if you, I mean, for practice, I do recommend you to go with 2024. If you have 2024 installed, I suggest you to go with the 2024 only, because you
No, but
you
we are
guys are
working
going
only
to.
26. That's what I'm.
No, that is different. See, the
Yeah.
reason I'm actually telling you to install this 2024, you will, I mean, to play with this 2024, I'm going to share you an extension which makes your, finding the notes easier, very, very easier. Is it clear?
Okay.
So that is the one,
Yeah.
that is the only reason, nothing else. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So if you have, other upgraded versions, so you no need to install the 2024 again. Go with the 2025 and practice. I'll explain anyways. Okay. Clear?
Okay. And
Good.
API is not
Rajesh, hello.
included over here.
Sorry.
API.
No, Revit API is the next level training, bro. Generally, most of you are, like combo users already. So only few
Yeah.
people like who doesn't know anything about Dynamo, they still, confusion. So I asked them to wait for some time, at least like finish first 5 sessions. And if you feel that this training is going to add some value to your CV, and then you convert into the combo. So you have 10 days time from the day one. I mean, from today, it's a first till day 10. I mean, the 10th June is the last day to convert into the combo. Okay, so
Yeah.
you may miss. I mean, you will never get the combo because from the next batch, there are no combo plans. And the Dynamo is also like we are planning to increase the fee to 35,000 every time we are planning to it and stopping for some reasons, and number of
No,
reasons.
what I'm asking you, because of in 2027 it's that API is installed over there.
2027?
Already there.
No, it is a useless content, bro. It's useless
I
content,
just
seriously.
gone
We
through
have
it.
tested.
Yeah.
No, it's very useless, seriously.
Yeah.
They generally, let me stop the recording. We are going beyond. Otherwise, I can't able to upload this video.